Imagine an island cloaked in an unsettling silence, where the trees are adorned with hundreds of vacant stairs. This is no fairy tale. This is a place where childhood innocence has been twisted into something deeply disturbing. Just a short journey outside of the bustling metropolis of Mexico City, nestled within the ancient canals of Xochimilco, there's a place shrouded in mystery and macabre fascination called the Island of Dolls, or Isla de las Muñecas. It's infamous for its chilling display, a spectacle that unnerves even the most hardened souls. Dozens, no, hundreds upon hundreds, perhaps even thousands of mutilated, weather-beaten dolls dangling precariously from every branch, their decaying forms a testament to time and the elements. Their empty eyes, once full of life, now seem to follow you with an unnerving intensity, and some are missing arms, legs, or even heads, their dismembered bodies adding to the island's unsettling ambiance. It's a scene straight out of a horror film, but this place isn't just nightmare fuel for Instagram. It's a place steeped in tragedy, mystery, and local legend. The story begins in the 1950s, a time when life moved at a slower pace, when a reclusive man named Don Julian Santana, a man seeking solace or perhaps escape, moved to this isolated island. According to locals, whispered tales passed down through generations, he claimed to hear the ghostly whispers of a young girl, a child lost too soon, who had tragically drowned in the canals nearby. Her spirit, it was said, was forever trapped. Don Julian, a man burdened by grief or perhaps driven by madness, was utterly convinced her spirit haunted the island, forever seeking peace. So, in a desperate attempt, a ritualistic act born of fear and a desire for redemption, to appease her restless soul, he began collecting old, discarded dolls, each one a silent sentinel against the darkness, sometimes scavenging them from the trash heaps of the mainland, sometimes retrieving them from the murky depths of the canals, and meticulously hanging them throughout the trees, transforming the island into a bizarre and unsettling shrine. The dolls weren't pristine, perfect playthings. Most were broken, their porcelain cracked, missing eyes that once sparkled, or covered in layers of grime and dirt, bearing the marks of neglect and abandonment. But Don Julian, in his increasingly fragile state of mind, believed they could act as a protective barrier, shielding him from the restless spirit and the island's dark energy. Over time, the collection grew exponentially, an ever-expanding army of silent guardians, and so did the island's reputation, transforming it from a forgotten speck of land into a place of morbid curiosity. As years passed, blurring the line between reality and folklore, locals and brave visitors started reporting strange, unexplainable things. At night, under the cloak of darkness, people say the dolls' heads eerily turn, as if watching your every move. Their eyes blink with a life of their own, defying their inanimate nature, and some even whisper secrets in the dark, their voices carried on the wind, sharing tales only they know. It's enough to send chills straight down your spine, a primal fear gripping your very core. But here's where things take an even darker, more unsettling turn, blurring the lines between the natural and the supernatural. In 2001, the island's caretaker, Don Julian, was found dead, his life extinguished, reportedly in the exact same spot, mirroring the tragic fate, where the young girl drowned decades earlier, completing a haunting cycle. Many believe his spirit, forever bound to the island, joined the spectral residents, making the dolls, already unsettling, even more ominous, imbued with his lingering presence. Today, despite its grim reputation, tourists from around the globe flock to the Island of Dolls, drawn by its dark allure, hoping to experience its eerie atmosphere firsthand, to feel the weight of its history and the presence of its unseen inhabitants. Some, seeking to appease the spirits, leave offerings of sweets or small toys. Others snap photos trying to capture the island's essence, but almost everyone, without exception, leaves feeling profoundly haunted, carrying a piece of the island's darkness with them. The air is heavy with unspoken stories, thick with the weight of sorrow and the lingering echoes of the past, the silence broken only by the soft creak of a doll swaying gently in the wind, a mournful symphony played by the island's silent residents. So the question remains, would you be brave enough to venture into this realm of forgotten souls and unsettling beauty, to brave a visit to the Island of Dolls? Or does the very idea of hundreds of broken staring dolls watching you from the shadows, their silent judgment piercing your soul, make your skin crawl with unease? One thing's for sure, Without a shadow of a doubt, the Island of Dolls stands as Mexico's creepiest tourist destination, a place where nightmares come to life, where every doll has a story etched into its weathered face, and every story, without fail, ends with a bone-chilling shiver, a haunting reminder of the island's tragic past.